Time's up, Apple and Samsung. This $1,000 flagship thing is gonna have to be a thing of the past. These other companies are out here for your neck. I'll tell you all about it right after this.
This is, you listening to Travis.
What up, players? Welcome back. And for all you new people, welcome. My name's Travis and I do tech videos every single week and have a blast doing them. If that sounds like fun to you, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Anything I talk about will be in the description below. But for now, let's just get into the video. It's been an interesting couple of days. Samsung and Apple better really be paying attention because the smack has been laid down by at least 3 companies in the last couple of days to say $1,000 smartphones need to go. We're talking about Google, we're talking about OnePlus, and Asus, if you can believe that, if you know where to get one of those at. And you can almost count Sony, but their phone is just under $1,000, so I'm not gonna count them. But let's talk about OnePlus at under $700 for the base model and just a little bit over if you want like the best model. You're getting an OLED panel, all types of technology, fast charge, you're not getting wireless charge, just settle down. But you're getting enough of a flagship that at $700, it seems reasonable. I mean, once upon a time that was a lot, but right now it's getting crazy. So $700, I'll accept that. And OnePlus is pulling no punches. I mean, they're going out there trying to show off their latest technology, trying to show that you can have a full screen. And by the way, how is it OnePlus is coming to America with a completely full screen without like a notch or anything, and Samsung and Apple haven't been able to do that this year? Like, I just don't understand what. I understand it's a flip-up camera, but they did it first. What is happening right now? Now, some people are saying that the camera isn't as good as some of the other cameras out there for the flagship phones, the $1,000 phones. That may be true, but you can tweak them with the right app. And to me, downloading an app or sideloading an app is probably worth saving a couple $100. I don't know about you, but that's how I feel about it. So OnePlus is coming hard in the paint and really want to show, listen, under $700 will get you a flagship level phone, OLED panel, and like all the great features you come to expect from any of the major manufacturers over the last couple of years. And let's not forget Google. Now, Google took a slightly different approach. They went super low on the price and still give you value. At under $500, you're still getting an OLED panel. You're getting Google's absolutely fresh and clean Android implementation and the best camera you can get on a phone right now, at least in America. I mean, I know that some of the Huawei stuff overseas is pretty darn good too. But the Pixel 3a and the Pixel 3a XL are really setting a standard for what is a mid-range phone. Sure, the processor isn't up to speed as a flagship, but you're getting good enough processing power. And let's talk about that. I just did a video with the iPhone 6s in 2019 and it worked fine. We sometimes forget how powerful these processors are and have been for up to 4 to 5 years ago. We were shooting 4K 4 years ago. That's crazy to think about. Even longer than that if you really think about it. The amount of processing power these phones have is ridiculous. And while we're continuing to raise that bar, and that's great, we actually don't need any of that processing power. Just watch the video. And at $400, you're getting people into a really good smartphone who probably have never had a good smartphone before. You know, your aunt or your grandmother or someone like that that's got that $99 piece of trash you bought them for Christmas 2 years ago. You are a terrible relative. Now they can get into something that's amazing. Wait a minute, did I give my mom one of those $99 pieces of trash? And that is great. We're starting to see a different trend than what we've seen before. And now Asus coming out with a 5,000 milliamp hour, completely amazing phone with a flip camera, which is still kind of crazy, but at least they're trying to innovate, and it's gonna be less than $700 as well. Like it's crazy out there. We're seeing the opposite. And you know what's good about this? I talked about this just very recently where I said Samsung is in trouble of being number one and being kicked off of the top smartphone maker in the world. It's because of pricing. People want value for money and these things last a long time. So if you're going to upgrade, either A, it's gotta be substantially better and yours has practically gotta be broken, or B, the price of entry has to be really low. And while this Asus phone may not come everywhere in the world, I'm not even sure if it's gonna show up in America, the price is right and the performance is good. Just based on what I saw from Mr. Who's the Boss, maybe I'll leave a link for him somewhere around. I just have to say I'm really impressed with what Asus has done and at the price level they're doing it at. Now sure, again, no wireless charge and all these things that most people don't care about. This is what you have to wrap your head around. The people that I'm talking about that are gonna buy these phones are not watching this YouTube video. They're not watching it. They're out there doing work, blue collar, working hard, just want a phone that works and is not expensive. And while in America, the iPhone is still the #1 selling phone in America, regardless of what the Samsung Knights think, it's a true story. Most people in other parts of the world don't use an iPhone. They just want something inexpensive that's going to work. And proof is in the pudding. All the comments I've gotten over these last couple of videos, especially when I've talked about the pricing of smartphones, is very telling. I'm hearing from people all around the world, and they're sick and tired of spending all this extra money for nothing. The features that you see in some of these flagship kind of keynotes is amazing, and then you use it once and you're amazed, and then you never use it again. I mean, all the innovation and stuff is great. I really encourage that, but I gotta be honest, like, there comes a point where I just don't care about it anymore. Like, I'm starting to think if I didn't have this YouTube channel, I might just get a OnePlus 7 and call it good. It looks great, has a really good battery, camera's good enough, big screen, which I like. I'm pretty much done. I mean, I think that's all I need. And yes, I wirelessly charge all my phones, so that would be a bit of a problem, but guess what? You plug the damn thing in. I mean, first world problems here. So I'm not trying to gripe too much. Tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think? Am I off base on this? Like, should we continue to go for the $1,000 flagship phones, or has the time come where we're gonna say no and we're gonna start purchasing the phones that are reasonably priced, that give us great value for money, and that return on investment is easy to recoup because it only has to last about a year or two, and then we can upgrade again and not feel like we just lost our shirt. Speaking of shirts, you can all buy my merch at the link in the description below. If this video helped you out in any way, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And if it didn't, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I'm here every single week having a blast. Hope to see you again real soon. Peace and love, peace and love. Let me go buy me a cheap